it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 2 of my 2026 Valentine Card Series. Today I'm going to be making a card using Lawn Fawn's Critter Conversation Hearts, Den Sweet Den, How You Been, and the How You Been Conversation Hearts add-on. I am going to flip through my Ways to Color Critters reference book to the page where I recently did bears in 8 ways, and I'll leave that open off to the side so I can use that as inspiration. The images are stamped with Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink, and I'm going to be coloring with my Copic markers, and I'm going to use E30, E31, E33, and E35 for my bears. So I'm actually using just the darkest 3 shades for their body, starting with the E35 and laying in some shadows on all of these. So I'm using the reference bear number 4 from that coloring chart. I thought that was a nice kind of medium brown, almost like a teddy bear brown, that would go well with the pastel shades that I'm going to be using later on for my conversation hearts. So once I had all of the E35 laid in, I started blending out with the E33, and then I'm going to come in with the E31 and start to fill in these bears. Now, my E31 is quite dry. I really need to do a marker maintenance day, and so I'm having to like really scrub over the previous shade to kind of break that up a bit and pull that mid-tone into the highlight. That way I can try to eliminate any harsh lines and just make them look nice and smooth and furry. So once I get that all filled in, I'm actually going to do a second layer of these 3 shades off screen just to smooth things out a little bit, but doing it off screen will just save some time in the video. I also put a touch of the E31 on their muzzle and then filled in with the E30. And then I'm going to give these bears some rosy cheeks using R11, R20, and R22. And actually they were dark enough that I ended up only using the darkest 2 shades for their cheeks. And in fact, I did a double layer of that R22 on their cheeks to make that stand out. And then I blended out with the R20, but I will use all 3 shades for some of my conversation hearts, including the one that the bear is holding. So that heart that he's holding is actually blank, and you can stamp any number of sentiments inside. So I just chose the one that said, "Hey honey," because I thought that went well with the bears. And in fact, all of the hearts from the top row, the actual heart itself is from the How You Been Conversation Heart add-on, but the sentiment that I stamped inside it is from the Critter Conversation Hearts. So some of those do fit inside that small heart, and then the rest of the sentiments in the group of hearts, those are all from the How You Been Conversation Hearts add-on. So I'm going to pick and choose a few more of the hearts in the cluster to be pink. And for all of these, I'm starting with the R22, blending out with the R20, and then filling in with the R11. I'll do one of the single hearts up above, and then I'm going to switch to a new combo after that. For the next combo, I pulled out Y0000, Y11, and Y13, but as soon as I started laying in that Y13, I realized that there wasn't going to be enough contrast for me. So I'm going to bring in the Y15 for my darkest, and I just won't use that Y000 at all. So I'm laying in the shadows with the Y15. I'm going to do 3 more of the hearts in the cluster and then 1 of the standalone hearts. And then I'll blend out the Y15 with the Y13 as the midtone. And those are looking a little bit dark right now, but once I pull in that Y11 for the highlight, it's really going to soften those up. Same with the pink combo. Having that nice highlight in there really kind of pulls the whole thing together. My next combo is going to be kind of a minty green. I'm using G quadruple 0, G00, and G02. And this time I'm going to choose 2 of the hearts that are in that little cluster. Just trying to always choose hearts that are far away from each other so I don't have 2 that are the same right next to each other. And then I'll do another one of the single hearts. So I'm starting with the G02 for all of those, kind of laying in some shadows depending on where they're in the pile. And then blending out with the G00, and then I'll bring in that G quadruple 0 and just fill the rest of that in. I really love this combo. I don't reach for it nearly enough. I think it's so pretty. I definitely need to start using it more often. My last combo for the conversation hearts is going to be a purple, and I went with V20, V22, and V25, and I'll do the last 2 hearts in the cluster and then that final standalone heart. So I'm starting with the V25 for all of those, blending out with the V22, and then filling in with the V20. I really like that combo. I think it's really soft and pretty and goes well with the rest of the hearts. And then for the jar itself, I decided to go back to those G's. I'm just going to use the lighter 2 shades. I'm using the G00 to give a little bit of definition to my glass jar. Just a little bit of that medium tone for a little bit of a shadow, and then I'm going to blend that out with the G quadruple 0 and just do long flicking motions so that it kind of fades into the white cardstock. And I'll actually be cutting out the center of that anyway, so we won't even see that white cardstock anymore. And then for the lid of the jar, I decided to go with the cool grays. I thought that those were the closest match to the purples that I'd used. So that's why I went with the cool grays rather than any of the others. So I'm using C0, C1, and C3 for the lid of the jar. And then I'm going to trim all of these images out with their matching dies. For my background, I've taken a piece of Bristol smooth surface cardstock and die cut that with the largest of the outside in stitch rectangle stackables from Lawn Fawn. I've popped that in my MISTI so I can have it on my grip mat, and I'm going to start blending on some Distress Oxide inks. I'm going to use some spun sugar and then some saltwater taffy just to darken up the edges. I want it to be more defined around the edges where that stitching detail is, and then get really soft in the center and even have just a little bit of the plain white cardstock showing as well. And then I'm going to bring in the Outline Hearts stencil, and I'm going to pop that onto my grip mat and make sure that the edges are well adhered. And then I'm going to bring in those same 2 shades. So I'm going to use the Saltwater Taffy again along the outside edges, and then I'll switch to the Spun Sugar for the center. And I just want it to be kind of like a subtle background, so it's going to be very tone on tone, but you're definitely going to see it. I just wanted it to be kind of like a little bit softer to match the pastel shades of those conversation hearts. So once I think I am happy with how that is, I'm going to peel up 1/4 of that stencil and see if I like it, and I did. I also left the bottom area white just for a little bit of grounding. Then I'm going to take some of that Saltwater Taffy ink and press it onto an acrylic block. I'll add a little spritz of water, mix that up to make it more fluid, and then I'm going to tap that all over the background just to give it a little extra interest. And I'll just continue tapping that off the edge with a fine paintbrush so I get a nice little spray of dots. Then I'll remove that so it can dry and clean up that MISTI. And then I'll pop it back in, but this time down in the bottom left corner so that I can stamp my sentiment. And I'm using the Happy Valentine's Day from the Critter Conversation Hearts. I'm going to stamp that down twice to make sure I have a nice bold impression. And then I'll set that aside and pop my card base in my MISTI. I'm using Lawn Fawn Ballet Slippers cardstock, and I'm going to stamp in bubblegum ink. And I'm going to do the little bear again with a sentiment that says, I love you. And then in that little heart, I'm going to add an additional sentiment, and that says, very much. So I'll just stamp that down twice again so it matches the rest of the stamping. And yeah, I thought that was really cute. So I have trimmed down that little How You Bean jar, and I've also die cut it out of acetate. So I've lined the edges with some 1/8 inch score tape. I'm just going to peel off those release papers, and then I will grab the acetate piece. I'm going to line these up and just press them together. So I'll have a little bit of a window on my card. Now I'm ready to start assembling, so I'm going to glue that focal panel to my card base. And because I used the outside in stitch rectangle stackables, it's going to leave a little border of that pink cardstock showing on all the edges, which I think just looks really nice. And then I'm going to bring in my images. I've added some foam tape to the back of that cluster of hearts, so I'm just trying to position it where I want it. And then I've also added some very thin strips of foam tape that I trimmed down to fit behind the jar. So I'm going to just remove the release papers from that. You could also add some glitter or some sequins in here and turn it into a shaker, but I just wanted to have that window revealing the candies so that it looks like they're inside. So I did have just a little bit of overlap with the edge of those conversation hearts. So I'm just going to peel up the edge of the jar, take my Cutter Bee Teflon coated scissors, and just trim off the very edge of that. And then I was able to just press that back down into place. Then I'm going to take the bear with the conversation heart, and I'm going to add him to the right of the jar. So it looks like he's kind of picked up one of the candies and is holding it up. And then I'll just press him into place with a little bit of foam tape. Then I'm going to take the little sleeping bear. This is one of my favorite Lawn Fawn images of all time. And I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape and put him up on top of the jar. I think he looks really cute there. I'll take the lid of the jar and add a tiny piece of foam tape where it's going to kind of be on the background, and then just a little bit of that score tape where it's going to overlap the jar so that it will adhere well to that acetate if any of it overlaps. And I'll put it at a little bit of an angle, and then I'll take the last little bear and add a bit of foam tape to the bottom of him, and then I'll use another little strip of score tape to go behind his head, since that is going to be overlapping part of the jar. And then I'll just peel off that release paper once again and then get him into position right above the word Valentine's. And then I wanted him to be holding one of the extra hearts, so I just chose which color I wanted to have over there. Gave him the one that says hugs, and I'll add some foam tape and then tuck that under his paw. And then I'm just going to scatter the remaining 3 conversation hearts down toward the bottom of the scene there. So I took the mint green BFF one and put that overlapping the edge of the hugs. And then I'll have the pink and the yellow one overlapping the lid of the jar. And again, I'm just kind of checking and making sure to only put foam tape where I need it, so everything will still be nice and flat on one level. Just have one level of foam tape on this card, so it's nice and easy for mailing. I'll make just a final little adjustment there as to how I want those to lay. And then I wanted to bring in a little bit of sparkle on this card. I'm going to add a sprinkle of sequins in the top right corner, and then one little sequin down below the Hugs Conversation heart. And then I'll grab some Stardust stickles and I'm going to fill in the centers of those sequins with that. I decided not to add it anywhere else because I couldn't put it inside the jar, so I didn't want the ones outside the jar to be sparkly, and then they didn't match. But there is a final look at the card and another peek at the inside. I had a lot of fun bringing this little teddy bear conversation heart scene to life, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. I love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell if you want to be alerted when I post new videos. All of the products I used will be listed and linked in the description bar below in case you'd like to pick up anything for yourself. And I'll also put up day 2 of the previous 2 years of Valentine Card Series in case you'd like to keep watching. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you soon in the next. Bye-bye.